Well, I think one of the rumors is obviously Daps being added in, which I think I don't really blame them for that addition. Like, I was surprised to see him removed.
Well, I feel bad for Daps because he has to play with energy during this event. So he's playing with the team that kicked him.
Yeah, but the thing is that we don't know what's going on behind the scenes of Cloud9. That could be the same here, but either way, we are going to have Cajun looking for the hole. Vice can't quite connect the shots. He's in the pit at least, and he's got Cajun B to support. Normally a man who's pretty good in those pistol rounds, but again, they're starting to struggle a little bit, and Hardzell will be able to at least close out one. Vice needs at least a kill here, and I don't know how he's still alive. Eventually, he will be closed out. But look at Golden. He's pushed up into the flank. The thing is, there is Tiburcio waiting behind. Oh, it's a messy fight, but it is Golden to come out on top. PRT will trade, and just this round keeps going back and forward. Again, there's another flank, a second flank. Not rushing, though. He's patient.
Kind of like second breakfast. No, I don't know where I'm going with that. No, I don't know why I said it. But I do know the bomb is making its way over towards the A site. Cajun B is going to be here waiting, who has retreated away before. He actually takes down PR2, so now they have a man advantage here. Orange out. Whoa. Just getting Assassin's Creed style assassinated from behind. Just take over. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Where are we? What are we doing right now?
Counter-Strike. Pro League Finals, but we're in Cologne, just in case you didn't know where you were at this point. But
that does make sense.
But yeah, this matchup's sort of a weird one, because yeah, Cloud9 had their mistakes. DETONA also, like, I casted them in Stockholm a week or so ago, and they lost to the Ljungby Vikings. I've been told that that's how it's actually pronounced. I probably still got it wrong. Bastian's going to complain to me again, like, oh, you don't know how to pronounce the 12th best Danish team's name. But, you know, it is one of those situations where they should never have lost that. They went into a tournament.
Well, let's see now. Cloud9 with the round advantage. That Vice pushed up very aggressively here. I'm guessing that was him in your ears.
It was Bastian's mic.
Did he say you got it right or wrong? Okay, well, I'm going to assume that he said something because your headphone just came straight off your ears. Maybe he was screaming.
So loud. I don't know why. The producer's voice in my ear is, like, fine. And then Bastian's voice in my ear, I don't know. It's like I'm standing next to a volcano as it's going off inside my eardrum.
It could be worse. You could just hear heavy breathing on the other side.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. Oh, no. Then now they'll do it to me. But you know what? Automatic's going to have a...
Oh, no. They get 2 kills. Okay, let's ignore the fact that he just killed himself and actually say that they've managed to get a couple and get towards the site, retrieving the bomb and looking to even do a little bit more damage. Vice will finally get himself the kill. VSM still going forward. He's so close. 1 HP on Rush, but eventually he will find the kill. But yeah, back to what I was saying. The Danish team run by Fetish. I don't have to say their name.
What's the name again?
The Vikings.
What was the whole name?
I don't remember. No, it is. It's the Ljungby or Lingby or Lyngby or whatever Vikings. But yeah, they were the ranked 188th team in the world, and they managed to beat DETONA 2-0 in like best of ones, which was kind of ridiculous, and they managed to lose that tournament. So definitely need a step up here. We've heard a lot about VSM. The rest of the team has kind of gone under the radar a bit, but he's sort of foretold as one of the up-and-coming Brazilian players, but obviously having a VAC ban makes things fairly difficult for him to succeed in terms of being picked up by an MIBR, or I don't think he'd be picked up by Fury anytime soon because they're doing so well, but it's one of those situations that's unfortunate, but at least for DETONA, they've said they'll stand by him, not surprising, and we get to see him here, but we haven't yet, at least in this match, seen too much so far. They did a lot of damage in the last round at least, so forced some rebuys. We are going to watch them slowly making their way towards the B site. Now, there's a double stack here. Golden alongside Cage and B. The AUG's ready and waiting as they look to try and split through. There will also be Vice trying to hold them in from middle, and the Molotov successfully placed. The B site players now start pushing in, and actually they're going to fully rotate, but they've been held back by a Molotov and a Molotov of their own. You can see on the map, different colors. Beautiful, but not so much for them.
Now with 40 seconds left, I mean, at least they baited out all the utility that Cloud9 did have. One flashbang left out of Rush. So DETONA can definitely make a push through. The problem is they're pushing into a very tough squad here. Has already set up Cage and B ready. Golden there as well to the side. And they even have Tiburcio flanking around the back, rotating around the back, trying to fake a push towards A. He takes down Rush. He's going to push directly into Automatic, who misses the shot. And now it's go time for the push in towards B. KGB mows down 2. Golden's still going to be here tucked away tightly. Gets the first, looking for the second as well. And he's going to almost be able to pull it off. However, with him falling, Vice will be there to pick up the slack. And Vice should be able to close that one out. The bomb now down. No chance here for DETONA to get the plant. And that should be Cloud9 up 3-0.
Tiburcio will at least be able to make things that a little bit more costly and actually steal away an AWP, so that'll be something. And probably give that over to VSM to have a chance within this round. The thing is, though, it wasn't particularly good for either side. I would say Cloud9 definitely came out of that a lot better. Like, their utility usage was actually very good in that round. Just took quite a lot of casualties with what was pretty much a brute force B play, and also being caught out by the Lurker. Now, we've already seen a very strong CT side from Fnatic on this map, and the same coming out from Greyhound. It has become more CT-sided based off the impact of that AUG. The question is that going to be the same for both of these teams? Because what we have to mention is that, as I said, both teams in the previous match played it very well. Like, their AWP play was on point, and we've sort of heard a lot about the flaws with... Well, more so with Cloud9, because DETONA we don't expect anywhere near as much from. Like, I would say I was disappointed with what I saw in Stockholm. But they've now had a boot camp. They've now stayed in Europe. They've got no excuses of there being jet lag, because they've literally been here for a week or two now. So that excuse goes out the window. But hopefully that means that they have sat down, they've realized what they did wrong versus teams like Alternate Attacks and versus the Vikings, and we're going to get to see whether or not there is more depth to this team. And also, even though I don't like just watching an individual, I do actually want to see what VSM has got. He has been talked about by Fallen Taco, he has his own big HLTV article about how he's an up-and-coming player. Like, there has to be something about this guy. And from what I've seen, he was very good. Like, he had some big clutch plays, but that was against much lower opposition. Like, the best team in that tournament was Alternate Attacks, and they're just about within the top 100. So this is a big step up already, even if Cloud9 aren't anywhere near their best.
We did have DETONA actually play Heroic on Dust2 before this. 16-8 was the scoreline in favor of Heroic. And then we had, for the side of Cloud9, it was Inferno against Australis, which was a 16-9 scoreline. Again, that's a map you're not really expecting to win up against the boys from, I guess, the country of CS now.
Probably at the moment.
But either way now, Cloud9 looking to keep their hopes alive in this tournament. VSM with a great shot onto KGB. Automatic as well responds immediately as Rush does fall. So down to a 3-on-3. But rotating back towards the B site where Golden would be waiting. Nice little smoke. Actually, yeah, smoke to buy some time. And will they push through it here? No flashbang. Oh. I'm not sure if Golden would have heard that. But look at this. Vice actually flanked around from long A, so he has so much information given to the team. I think that's why you're seeing Automatic sit in towards middle as well, knowing they can't hit this A site, but the rotate coming through T-spawn. If they're careful about this, if they're careful about the footsteps, there's a chance they could take down Vice, or Vice is just going to hear them running, and he's going to get so much information from this.
Yeah, everything's there. Armor only on the AWPer, and he will be able to find one more kill. And Tiburcio is still looking to try and fight for this round, but he doesn't have much time. He would need a quick pick onto Automatic, who's already holding the angle, waiting for him. A bit unorthodox, but he hits the shot. And now going to get that push towards the A site. He knows that there's likely be someone there, but he manages to get across. The information at least gathered by Golden, but he's unable to do anything to stop this plant. Tiburcio already with 3 kills to his name. He's going to roughly know where that flash came from, or at least he should. Flew over the top. Now the smoke comes out too. Golden just hoping he can bait in a shot, and he's going to get spotted. A sick round from Tiburcio. 4 kills for him. All they had in that round was an AWP and a few pistols, and that's enough to not only take a round from Cloud9, but to obliterate their economy.
Technically a 1v3 coming in out of him too.
Yeah.
Considering he caught Vice, who already took down 2 of his teammates. What a hell of a play. I mean, he's at 7 kills now. You have 2 players at 0 on his team. He could not have asked for any more than that. Now he's actually going to hand over the AWP to VSM. He's going to look to be even partially as impactful as his teammate just was. And there we go, already off the bat with the help of Turtle. He does get the first frag, that one on occasion B.
It's actually quite funny. In Stockholm, Tiburcio did actually come up to me at the after party and said, do you know what, I think I play better when you're casting me. And maybe he's right, because that was sick. That was a great round for him to pull off and done a lot of damage. You can see Cloud9 have even had to force buy into this one, just because they wouldn't get anything into the next round anyway, hoping they can have a hero of their own. Automatic is always going to be the man that you look towards on this team. Not off to the best of starts, but it's early days. Long control given almost freely. Cloud9 unable to really challenge it. They're just going to leave Automatic holding with the scout. See if he can get anything done.
Well, he's going to have action any moment now. I do see it being a tough ask for him to pick up a couple of kills here on this entry. And let's push in towards the site. Misses the first shot. Oh, doesn't miss the second, though. Takes down VSM. Takes down a second on top of a hard Zhao. And I said, I think it's a tough ask to expect, 2 kills from him. But so far, he's been able to do just that. 20 seconds left. Looking for potentially a third here. And they're buying time. The rotates have come through. Golden Rush both chime in. And just like that, Automatic has given Cloud9 the momentum they needed to take this round back. 10 seconds left, and Tiburcio's just going to have to save this up. They're going to rush him down. They're going to look to shut down this man. And Golden will fall, waiting for the fight to come in from behind. And there we go. Cloud9 off the back of a phenomenal play of Automatic. Does get them their 4th on the board.
Yeah, these are the sort of plays that he was definitely known for when Cloud9 were at their best. And he does step up when he's needed. So it is going to have to be a tactical pause called by DETONA. This is, of course, Cloud9's map pick. Mirage will be the pick of DETONA themselves, and I wonder if maybe they're having a few tech issues that... Called a tactical timeout, but you don't normally die when that happens.
Just on the inside if you're playing against Fnatic.
Yeah, that's true. I used to love those days with Pronex. So, he was actually another person who was in Sweden as well, because he is a big part of the Ancient organization. So I think he's actually running it from behind the scenes. And I actually really like the look of that squad. It gives me sort of God-sent vibes with how they're currently, the team that they've built, the team they put together. Even sort of the logo, in a sense, is the same sort of, triangle that we saw on the God-sent logo. So maybe Pronex designers are the same people as last time, but also it was just an exciting team to watch. Getting all the way to that grand final and only falling in the end to Optic. I think they were the only team to actually beat them all the way through the tournament. Beat them in the best of one phase as well.
Well, this is going to be awkward. So DETONA used 2 timeouts there, and then they got the technical timeout coming through. So I'm assuming they were just using those just to make sure they can fix some issues, and hopefully we'll be able to jump back in this game as quick as we possibly can.
I would imagine that if it was a tech issue all along, they'll probably get those back. I feel like that'd be a little bit unfair. But it did actually happen again. This was something that happened to Draken, because he knocked over, basically after the 1v4 clutch from Refresh, he hit the table so hard that his coffee flew everywhere. And basically that means he has to use the tactical pause to clean that up, because that's his own fault.
Right, yeah. Well, that's for good reason.
Yeah, that is fair. But
you see what Vice is using at the moment, right? I'm just curious if you noticed that.
No.
Look on your screen.
Ooh, lovely. Nice little XM.
That's your favorite weapon.
Not that many places he can play this. It's pretty much going to be B and close. If he plays anywhere else, maybe close to mid, but then I wouldn't want to be the mid rotator, because nades fly through there, spam comes through there, and basically you'll have to get right in their face. So I imagine that's going to be a B play, but yeah, they're coming into this round with a massive advantage anyway, so he has a good chance to really make some cash. Tiburcio could go for another hero warp, but in all honesty, I'd rather he just maybe went for an AK, and then they can have a buy in the next round, and he has the chance to be a hero with that instead.
When I was watching the Ancient versus Aristocracy game, was it yesterday? Watching it for DreamHack. Whenever I saw an XM picked up on the nuke match, I was like, I bet Tom's happy right now. I bet he's smiling ear to ear.
Thing is, on nuke, it's actually I wouldn't say common, but it happens quite a lot. It's not like a rare occurrence. There's lots of different players who will bring it up because situationally it can actually work quite well. I'm just a little bit more of a fanatic. Like I'll play it really aggressively on overpass, like running through monster just with an XM.
You don't play the sniping shotgun from pit to top of site?
No.
Well, you're not a real XM fan then, are you?
Oh, I've got the best skin. It's the bone machine. It was one that I saw Hiko use, so I was like, it has to be the best one. Because he was the OG shotgun player. At least on Nuke.
I'm sorry, the Max 7 Heat skin is one of the best shotgun skins in the game.
Well, I think I've got the Heaven Guard. That one's been around for a long time as well, though. That's the thing. There's a few, like with the less used weapons, most of the time I just have some like really old skin on it that I bought when I was just constantly buying them. And then it's all of the like weapons I use more regularly, where it's like I keep buying like stupid skins. Although I will say that one.
So that's why you cast. So you have money to buy more skins.
It's the cases that are the problem. But no, I think the one gun that I've kept for a really long time though, or at least for a while, was my AK. And I've realized that the stickers on it are now worth way more than the gun, because I bought electronic stickers when he was on Flipside, the golden ones, and they were worth like 5 or 6 quid. And I now think they're worth like 30 or 35 each. So the skin's probably worth about 150 quid, which is quite nice, but I'm not going to sell it because, well.
I mean, I got 2 knives that I unboxed that I probably should sell.
Do you want to know what it's named as well?
No,
it was,
no, I don't want to know.
It was named by Twitter.
I don't want to know.
I think you do because it just insults me.
I just said like 7 times I don't want to know. I don't think anyone watching wants to know.
It was named by my friend.
I just said I don't want to know, and you're still trying to tell me.
I know.
La 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 la. No, I don't know.
I got way worse.
Are you allowed? Are you allowed to say it on air? That's the question.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just an insult to me.
All right. Let's just use our imaginations. Simba? So if you guys are wondering why we're talking nonsense here, apparently our player is having some screen issues. PRT. So hopefully they're just getting some things sorted. We'll be back into this one shortly. Was I close to the name?
No, it's hairline. The AK-47 hairline, because it's a red line. Yeah. Well,
well, on that note,
that's the moment when the producer goes, "Okay, go to a break now. I don't want to hear anything more."
On that note, about the AK-47 hairline, we're going to be heading to a short break, and hopefully things will be sorted very quickly so we can bring you the conclusion of our final match of the day. Welcome back, everyone. We do apologize for the delays there, but it looks like everything is good to go. And the scoreline is currently 4-1 in favor of Cloud9 up against DETONA on Dust2. And the round is already underway as Vice looks like he has unfortunately fallen relatively early within the round over towards Catwalk.
His XM's gone.
What a surprise, Tom.
Yeah, I just watched the Brazilian team pick it up and then choose to throw it away and have nothing instead. Which kind of hurt my feelings a bit, but you know. Damn you, Toe.
He personally I think he was personally attacking you there. If it was Tiburcio, I'd have been like, oh yeah, he's definitely attacking you.
Look at the smile on his face as well as he's done it. Well, either way, they managed to get the opener into this round and look to try and push on towards Automatic, who's waiting patiently with the AWP. For anybody to push into the angle, you've still got Tiburcio with that AWP. He did force buy into this round, like we mentioned it. Cajun kind of needs to make sure they hold on to long, but the problem is his teammate's going to be challenged. PRT's just hoping for that late flanking, catching them from behind. Automatic with a lot to do. He doubles them up, though. 2 kills from 1 bullet. And it may give Cajun a little bit more space to try and watch towards long. Automatic not going to connect that next shot, though. But Rush is there to help, and Automatic holds it down. It's left onto PRT. There is that late flank, but unfortunately, he's not flanking onto anything anymore, and he's got no time left. A great round from Automatic, holding down that short position, and DETONA are going to do nothing with the force.
Not bad. Not a bad shot of Automatic, completely shutting down that push just with 1 bullet. Double headshot as well. But if Turtle had the XM, he probably would have gotten that kill, let's be honest.
Would have happened.
Never would have happened. Stop trying to make the XM happen, Tom.
You said it. I didn't say anything.
I said it sarcastically.
You need to get better at sarcasm.
You're British. You're like literally born and you drink sarcasm out of your mother's teeth when you're a baby.
Okay.
Like
that's weird.
Come on, you've heard me say weirder things before. So now with a 5-1 scoreline here for Cloud9. DETONA have bought up a couple of pistols, but it'll be a little bit tough to be able to fight back in this round as Golden already gets the first frag, taking down VSM. How do you drink sarcasm that way? I don't even think things through before I speak sometimes.
I can tell.
Are you just thinking about where in your life you went wrong to lead up to this point to be casting with me?
Something like that. I also like the update to the HUD as well that shows the kills once they're dead. And that's quite nice because they're not holding anything, so you might as well put something there.
Yeah.
Well, a minute left on the clock. Looking like they're going to attempt into B, but with the weaponry they currently have, can't really expect too much. Bit of an interesting purchase as well from PRT, like the hero Galil.
No, he saved it from last round.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh yeah, of course he did. He probably would have been better off dying, if I'm honest, and he does here instead. And yeah, to be honest, like, if it was an AK, I can understand, but being a hero with a Galil is a tough task, and now he's going to go into this round with another mixed purchase. I think it would have been better if he just died in the last, but hindsight is always a powerful tool that the players don't have. 6-1, Cloud9 off to a flying start. It definitely had its bumps in the road with the 1 round being an AWP 1v3 coming out from Tiburcio, but since then, I haven't seen much of the same heroics. It's going to be an aggressive push. VSM looking to lead the charge, running straight towards them. Sprayed down 1, tries to transition, but Automatic will quickly trade things back. Looking like they want to try and aggressively push forward, but this man has just been holding things down all on his own. There has been the Automatic show so far, and they're going to back away from him, and I do not blame the T's at all.
And this isn't the first time that DETONA actually just rushed through something and get an early kill. They did it on Catwalk before, remember, and they took down the XM player of Vice. Pour one out for him and his weapon. But this time they catch up Vice yet again, but Automatic's there to shut this one down, and he's done that 2 rounds in a row now. And Turtle, just sneaking his way through double doors, gets a kill onto Golden. So equalizing things at 3 apiece, even though he's down to 14 HP. And now Rush, who was previously over towards platform in B, has given up control of tunnels to go for the push in towards middle. He takes down 1. PRT is able to capitalize off that. However, KGB comes from behind, takes down Turtle, and takes down PRT. And Cloud9 is now up 7-1.
Yeah, there was a small margin for error there for DETONA, and I think the bomb having to go back for it was a bit of a problem. But yeah, 7-1. Money not in the best states for the T side. They're still going to opt to force. And it's interesting for me because the best plays they've made were with the AWP. And they're actually not really focusing on getting it back in. So just happy to try and fight things with the rifles. Automatic actually going to go aggressive into middle. Nade thrown out. Should do some damage. And Will looking for the pick as well. And even gets away with it. I think he's starting to gain confidence knowing that he can take on anyone in the server at the moment. We haven't seen the same level from VSM that we expected just yet. He's meant to be the diamond in the rough, but
he's only had the op 1 round, right? And he did get a kill with it, or it's long.
He's sort of a flux player. Like, he's one of them who picks it up sometimes. He's still meant to be, or normally is, a very good rifler as well, so...
Do they know he just snuck in towards CT spawn?
I don't know.
Looks like they're not sure.
It may not matter, though, because at the moment, the rest of the team are unable to actually push forward. By the looks of things, they may... I was going to say they may look to push back towards the B side, but they can't. The bomb's been dropped on Cat. It's going to be VSM and Hardzao trying to turn the tide of battle once more. Thing is, though, pushing anywhere near shore has just failed miserably for them. Like, they managed, as you mentioned, that one early kill when Vice was playing very aggressive. Other than that, it's just been, well, yeah, automatic, just running into him. It doesn't seem to matter where they go. He will find them. Another triple kill.
He's just all seen. It's insane the amount of work he's been able to do so far. So early on, 9 rounds in. 3 kills here, 3 kills before. DETONA, I mean, at this rate, all the lost bonus in the world won't save them these rounds. And I think maybe the first step is to stop challenging A, stop challenging Automatic, who's just on fire at the moment.
I think they can... The problem I'm having is they found places where they can get openers, which Long is definitely one of them. I think challenging Long is fine, but then you have to try and do something with it. And most of the time, they've just tried to run towards the site, which is just not viable when Automatic is sitting there. So either you have to have someone on your own AWP to counter him, which, because of the way they've been investing their money, has been impossible, or take that early pick and then force rotations. Try and bait them into some switch up. Try and exploit other positions on the map. Because if you're able to get that early pick, that can work for them. Now, we see at the moment they only have 1 pause remaining, but I'm not sure whether those 2 from earlier were actually counted just because they were based off technical situations. So we'll see whether or not they get pauses later on, or maybe the admin will give them 1 or 2. It's just going to be a half buy this time, so hopefully that means we will get an AWP coming into the next round for the T side. But all in all, money being built for Cloud9 and 8-1 up on the CT side. They are looking strong.
Very strong. Very, very strong indeed. And considering the economy they have, it's not like losing a round or 2 would really affect them too much. If anything, DETONA is the ones on the back foot here, already being down 8-1, but the fact of they seem to be shut down everywhere they do go. Yeah, they can get a kill here or there. They killed Vice before when he had the XM on short, but it's an XM, so it's not really that big of a kill. Automatic gets the initial onto short. Vice as well, chimes in towards long, and the 3 remaining players towards Catwalk. Now they're just walking into a bloodbath here. Automatic, KGB ready to shut this down. KGB gets a second, and the 3rd as well, and Cloud9 are looking fantastic here.
Yeah, their CT side defense has yet to be challenged since the early rounds, and even then it was based off the back of 1 hero, and maybe not the one you'd normally expect. Tibercio has put their only round on the board, and that was one where they had 1 AWP and a load of pistols, so it wasn't exactly a proper buy. They get that AWP back in his hands once again, but it's a glass cannon one. We'll see if he's able to do anything off the back of it. Early aggression once again, going to be looking to face into middle, will be KGB, and he's going to hear the footsteps. They're just going to go running straight towards him. He's going to get 1, but the second will be traded by VSM. They're looking to try and pick up the pace, but the utility is holding them back from the tunnels. Golden still waiting patiently, and already the rotation coming in from the AWP. It may not even be needed, as now they have to try and brute force their way into tunnels once again. Their B takes have been so unsuccessful, just like on A, as it just seems that all DETONA have in their locker is just sheer brute force. Once again, it's just going to be looking to try and save that AWP.
This aggression's just been so weird. I mean, yeah, it like can net them a kill. They got KGB, but they can't really do much off the back of that. As you're pointing out, like Rush, like he had the smokes, the Molotovs, everything down in tunnels to stop any sort of two-pronged attack. But to depend on rushing and killing someone every time, like, that's not going to win you rounds. And it's not been winning them rounds. As you can see, they only have one at the moment. But if this is all they have in their kit to work with, you're on Dust2, I'm not going to lie, I'm worried for them.
Yeah, and this is one where a lot of the time the strategy book can run quite thin very quickly. Like I said, you look at this as a sort of individual skill map, a map where spawns can really help you out, where taking map control a lot of the time comes down to a challenge on long, and while the challenge on long is not working out, Tiburcio left utterly blind. They are really struggling to find any position on this map at the moment that Cloud9 don't have covered. And that's really being helped just by the pure level of play coming out of Automatic. Because you can see the other gambles they're able to do. They can throw 2 players towards long. They can even have players fight in middle if they really want to, because he just has that short spot on lock. Like, nobody's even come close. Like, even when they had 4 players rushing short, they didn't even get to the site. He's 14-4 at the moment. The rest of the team, I think they're starting to play off of this as well. Like, Rush is having a good game. And I think for Cloud9, like, this is what we want to see from them going forward in the tournament, like getting the players back to a level that we know they have. Like, PRT, okay. That was a nice shot at least. Turtle will go down and it doesn't really matter in the end. It's just going to be the retrieval of these weapons. 11-1. Utter domination at this point, and this is, of course, the pick of Cloud9, but even still, surprised that DETONA are struggling this much. It is a map that they do play. Maybe not to the extent of most of the others, but 67% win rate. The problem is it's the other maps where Cloud9 seem to dip off. We'll see if they still have the performance. Obviously, we know in the past they were a fantastic Mirage team, Automatic being a big part of that, but that was a long time ago.
Just a quick update for you guys as well. Energy against G2 currently tied at 1 apiece, with G2 winning Train, NRG winning Dust2 in overtime. As now on Overpass, that's over on the mainstream. But with 11-1, oh, that's one of the few shots Automatic has missed.
He didn't miss.
Well, he didn't get a kill.
No, he got the tag. Shot through the wall, but takes a lot of damage back in return.
But he does escape, most importantly. That's all he's going to need with the AWP. But they've given up folk A control. You can see Vice is pushed out long A. So he now knows there's information that, hey, no one's coming from this position. He can rotate back to help out. If he can help Automatic get to retreat towards long as well, then they're going to force a short plant. We can see Automatic is going to be going for the challenge here. Flashbang's being thrown in. Going to get flashed in himself. Golden gets blinded up, not able to hit the shot. Automatic does hit himself. Golden follows up with 1. Turtle's able to finally shut down the beast of Automatic. But I don't know if DETONA can win this now, especially with Harjao, the last man remaining against 3.
There's a lot of damage on a couple of players, but it's still not going to be enough. Cloud9 continue their domination, and if they carry this on, this could be very quick indeed.
I mean, the upside is that we know Mirage when it comes to Latin America. Like, we know how strong of a map this is for that region. You think back to Luminosity or MIBR now, like when they first played against Fnatic, taking them down. We know a lot of teams from that region are really good at that map, but is it going to be good enough when you're already getting stomped this badly on the first map of the series and you have that last lifeline to stay alive?
It is definitely like their best map. Like, it's
89%.
not even, yeah, not even
18
close.
18 times played.
Yeah, highest map played and highest percentage as well. So it is definitely their best map. So if we are going to see a show from them, that will be it. But the thing is, it's not like, wow, it's actually one of the better maps that we've seen recently, at least from Cloud9. Like, it's not particularly good, but nothing really has been other than their Dust2 play. Be interested to see if just the momentum is enough. Like, maybe start to build these players' confidence up a little bit, because it seems to be at rock bottom. We also know, as we've already said, that there's rumored moves for Cloud9.
At the same rate, though, like, that's, you got nothing to lose when you're playing, right? And if you want to be picked up by other teams, you need to perform. Like, just because you're potentially being dropped from the team doesn't mean you should just sit back and not care, because this is your career on the line. And if you want to be picked up by other teams, you got to show that you can still do what it takes.
Well, yeah, and it depends how many changes they're actually going to make, because that's one thing that's never actually been specified. It's like, I believe the rumored players being removed are Golden and Vice, but there could be more. Like, they could make plenty of changes, especially like, if you think Optic at the moment, maybe about to, well, they will lose that team likely, so there's some players you could pick up from that, or even just pick up the whole roster. Like, they just won themselves an open. Either way, all of that is just...
They actually have been playing a lot better now I think about it.
Yeah, well, they've got a brand new player and they won a tournament. So, yeah, and Tessa's definitely impressed. Either way, Automatic again.
Oh, my God.
He's got this opportunity on long. Should be killed. How does he get away with that? Stuck in the mud, but still gets the kills. 13-1. It's going to be so demoralizing. And the thing is, for DETONA, they're not a team that will necessarily have a huge amount of experience coming back from losses like this. That's the one thing that really worries me is, obviously within their region, they did very well to get here. But now they have got here. They came to Europe. They didn't do well in like a much lower tier event. Now they're on the big stage. They're at the point where they get to fight versus the best teams in the world. And they've come up against, well, it's not even arguable, one of the weaker teams at the tournament. And they're getting obliterated by Cloud9. Cajun able to do a lot. Golden even aggressing into middle. This has turned into almost BM play.
They was lined up again.
Doesn't manage to hit the shot this time, but it shouldn't make a difference. Tibercio has been one of the glimmers of hope within this match, but he can't do anything. 14-1. We've seen some dominant halves of the CT side of this map today. 12-0 for Fnatic. Now a 14-1 for Cloud9. They need 2 rounds to close out this first map. Bring on Mirage. We'll be back after the break.
Well, we are back into the slaughterhouse as Cloud9 are making quick work and mincemeat so far of DETONA at a 14-1 scoreline in the first half. They're looking to close out this first map and take us over to Mirage in a fairly quick fashion. And Tom, I know you just got here from DreamHack. You flew in, or you flew at 4 a.m. We were up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I think DETONA or Cloud9 are trying to help you get an early night.
Yeah, DETONA might be helping a little bit too, but I'm hoping we'll see something from them. Like, really.
You know, you can get your nuggets in a little bit early.
Yeah.
I'll just say this, though. Someone died. No, died. No, died or paralyzed from eating like 400, or like 140 nuggets or
I'm
something.
not going to eat 140 nuggets.
You say that now. You never know. Bomb has been planted, Cloud9 in the after-plant situation. DETONA has yet to get a single point of damage done, and they have a kit on Harjao.
Yeah, the problem is the flank. Look at the flank from KGB. Oh, it's going to be the same thing, is it? No,
JW?
He does better than JW. He gets himself 2 kills. Rush chimes in with another. There's going to be trades back, though. Still, the CT side managed to win that round. I don't know what's just happened. They need to find the bomb, and they do. And they are just about going to get the defusal as well. That was really weird, but they got a second round at least. And what I was going to say before you mentioned Nuggets is I really do hope that they show something in this tournament, because I really would hate it if they obviously came to Europe, didn't do well in the eSportal event, which they should have won, and then come here and then just get straight out eliminated, because I do want to see more from Brazilian Counter-Strike, and I want to see more from the players of this team as well. Like, all jokes aside, like, it's very easy to sort of kick a team while they're down, but I do want to see more of these guys, and it would be heartbreaking if they just got eliminated without really showing us what they can do.
I mean, at the same rate, like, the experience they did get from coming to Europe, being able to play in a couple tournaments, being able to play together here, not be jet lagged, like, I think they should have been able to gain a lot that they can take back with them into the next season of the Pro League. So at least an upside for them. But obviously, you know, I agree with your sentiments. It would be nice to see them push themselves and push teams a little bit further. But with the way Cloud9 are playing at the moment, I just don't know if it's going to be possible. Someone's going to have to step up. And the question is, who's it going to be? Automatic not going to get the double scout kills this time. As Turtle's looking to keep Cloud9 in their shell.
They do actually hit tags. There's a possibility to at least eliminate Turtle, and that could be a bomb plant. It should be a bomb plant, really, but actually it's going to be dropped, and that could be a bit of a problem for them. Not really chance of much else, and the CTs keep that fairly clean. Automatic did actually force into that one, but I imagine he's just going to buy another scout, and then the rest of the team will just stick with their AK. So I'm trying to be a bit of a catalyst with the scout, mainly because he's not going to be able to afford the AWP anyway. So just get another one. Why not?
Yeah, just get another 20-piece. Who knows? So for every time we cast together, I try to get you to eat a ton of food. As Automatic forces Turtle to eat a bullet between the eyes through the door. And the catalyst with the scout, well, he did it before on the CT side. It might be doing it yet again here on the T. Already with the man advantage.
Lots of nades being thrown into the tunnel, but it seems like Rush is just somewhat trying to bait them into focusing on his position while the rest of the team look to try and take control of mid. They've been relatively successful. They're waiting patiently. Rush goes through the smoke, but the bomb's going to be dropped. Now there's a chance for the CT side. VSM now alone. 1 versus 2. The spray's wild, but he gets away with it. It's him versus KGB. The nade not going to do anything as KGB's too far away. A lot of time for the Dane to play with. He's going to go for the peek, but VSM will win it. Steps up with a triple kill on the B site, and DETONA will hold on at least a little longer.
Well, I was asking who's going to step up, who's going to be the catalyst for the side of DETONA to really get them back in the series, and it might just be the man with 3 letters, VSM.
V $M.
Tom, we've talked about this.
Looks like my new favorite team, Kraforzi. Crazy spell the name of the 4. It's funny, I am the owner of 2 of the jerseys that they have, which is the same as most of the players on that team. They like me a lot, unlike most people.
How many of those jerseys fit you?
Snugly, both.
If you can get them around your head and on your body, then it counts, right?
To be honest, like, it's difficult actually getting my head through the hole on Esperanto's one, because he is a lot skinnier than me.
Hey, you know, you can stretch it out. I'm sure you can work on it. High quality fibers. PRT just has no chances. Golden gets the headshot with the Deagle, and just like that, Cloud9 with just the Deagles is able to pull off a 2-man advantage here. Turtle, can he get something going for him and his team? And he's going to need to. Gets the first. He's going to look for the second. The push might come in from long. VSM in the meantime has been able to take down Automatic. And KGB is finally able to help connect the shots with Golden to get the finisher. Low HP. The last 2 players here. Golden on 51. KGB on 7. Oh my gosh. KGB's doing some serious work here. Harjaw's going to look for the peak. Trying to look for the kill on Tommy. He needs to do it sometime soon. He does have a kit, but time is running out. And he's going to have to save his weapon. What's up?
I don't know how they lose that round. Like, really, that is... Like, Cloud9 have got to be laughing. Like, because not only, it wasn't like all of the shots were just crisp, like 1Ds, where they just managed to clean things out.
had like 5 shots, and then Golden
like,
gets it from somewhere else.
Just way too many opportunities given to them there. And I think that at this point, DETONA are really demoralized. I think that...
I think they're thinking ahead to the next map already.
Yeah, I can very much agree. It looks like they've sort of checked out of this one, because that is a round that they never should have been losing, not even close. Props, obviously, to Cloud9 for exploiting it, but... Oh, hello. Tiburcio, he definitely seems to be decent with that sniper. Automatic looking to try and find some sort of trade back, but isn't going to be available to him. PRT in the meantime looking for aggression. It seems to be when they do play a little bit more aggressive, at least with the pistols, that they do get a bit more done.
That's predictable, like on their T side, right? Like they continue to try to push for these early kills, but it became predictable for Cloud9. And even with C9 losing and not being able to trade that frag, they still would win the round based off their utility usage. So being one-dimensional and just being aggressive is not going to work for you. And you think to Fnatic, you know, where they played passive the entire time on Dust2, and that one round, just that one round out of nowhere, Crims pushes middle, or Exist pushes long, and it catches them off guard. Tiburcio, in the meantime, is able to get a second kill with the scout. Not able to get the third just of yet. But it seems like he's not ready to go to Mirage just yet.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough take. Rush has to get this kill, and already Vice does manage to pick one back, but they're taking damage in response, and they don't really have that much utility. They have enough smokes to at least get them across. That will be them onto the site at least. Rush now playing on to that short control. Will be able to pick off one more. He has the Molotov to at least buy them some more time, and the whole team's coming from that direction, so they've turned this back into a possible scenario. This was looking like a done round for sure. Now the flashbangs coming. He leaves most of the team blind. Vice himself, it's a trade back. Rush looking to go big in this scenario, and he will get himself 3 kills. It's left all onto Tiburcio, and this time he can't save them. A messy map, a fantastic CT side coming out from Cloud9, and well, I think DETONA looking underwhelming to